The world watched in 2018 as President Trump ignited a series of trade disputes. He imposed tariffs on imports from several key trading partners. These included Canada, China, and Mexico. The tariffs targeted a range of goods. Steel and aluminum were prominent targets. These actions sent shockwaves through the global economy. Many feared a trade war. This is a situation where countries escalate tariffs and trade barriers. Such a scenario could harm everyone involved. The tariffs represented a significant shift in U.S. trade policy. For decades, the U.S. generally advocated for free trade. It promoted the reduction of barriers to international commerce. Trump's actions signaled a departure from this approach. They reflected a more protectionist stance. The Trump administration offered several justifications for the tariffs. One major argument was the need to protect American industries. The administration argued that industries like steel and aluminum were vital to national security. They claimed these industries were suffering from unfair competition. Cheap imports, they said, were undercutting American jobs and businesses. Another reason given was the desire to boost domestic production. By making foreign goods more expensive, the administration aimed to incentivize consumers to buy American-made products. This, they believed, would revitalize American manufacturing and create jobs. The administration also linked the tariffs to illegal immigration and drug trafficking, particularly regarding Mexico. They argued that Mexico's lax border security and trade practices were contributing to these problems in the United States. The tariffs, they suggested, were a way to pressure Mexico to address these issues. The tariffs were met with swift and strong condemnation from the targeted countries. Canada and Mexico, traditionally close allies of the U.S., decried the tariffs as unjustified and harmful. They responded with retaliatory tariffs of their own, targeting American goods. This tit-for-tat escalation heightened fears of a trade war. China, engaged in a broader trade dispute with the U.S., also denounced the tariffs. They vowed to take countermeasures to protect their interests. The trade war between the world's two largest economies threatened to disrupt global supply chains and harm businesses worldwide. The tariffs also drew criticism from international organizations and many economists. They argued that tariffs rarely achieve their intended goals. Instead, they often lead to higher prices for consumers, job losses in other sectors, and slower economic growth. They urged dialogue and cooperation to resolve trade disputes. Section 4. Impact on American consumers. While the Trump administration argued that the tariffs would ultimately benefit American workers and consumers, many experts predicted the opposite. They warned that the tariffs would likely lead to higher prices for a wide range of goods. This would hit American consumers in their wallets. Groceries were one area of concern. The tariffs affected a significant portion of imported fruits, vegetables, and other food products. This raised fears of price hikes at supermarkets. The automobile industry, heavily reliant on imported parts and materials, was also expected to be hit hard. Car prices were projected to increase, potentially slowing down sales and impacting jobs in the auto sector. Gasoline prices were another concern. The tariffs on steel and aluminum could raise the costs of producing and transporting gasoline, potentially leading to higher prices at the pump. Section 5. The importance of understanding international trade. The trade disputes sparked by the Trump administration highlighted the complexities and importance of international trade in the modern globalized economy. They underscored the interconnectedness of nations and the potential for economic conflicts to escalate quickly. Understanding the dynamics of international trade is crucial for policymakers, businesses, and citizens alike. It requires recognizing the benefits of trade, such as lower prices, greater choice, and increased efficiency. However, it also demands an awareness of the potential downsides, including job displacement and environmental concerns. Finding the right balance between protecting domestic interests and promoting open markets is a constant challenge. It necessitates careful consideration of the short-term and long-term consequences of trade policies. In an increasingly interconnected world, international cooperation and dialogue are essential for ensuring a stable and prosperous global economy.